And welcome. So good to be here with you tonight. On behalf of the Board of Education, I welcome you here at this celebration and recognize some of the board members who are here. We know others will be coming. They also have other schedules, but Marty Cardona, Damon Buffum, and Kevin Glover, and I'm Peter Forsgren. It's always awesome to be here with you. Even when the numbers are few, we think those who are repeats at least know that this time of year, we have I think at least the track teams out on the field right now. So the success that they've had, both as students and on the field, is what brings us here tonight. And we're grateful to do that because as a Board of Education, we love knowing that there's many different places for students to learn. Not just the classroom that represented inside this building, but in clubs, on the field, different areas where you go all the time gives you opportunities to learn. And I'm grateful for the coaches and welcome them here tonight and grateful that they're up on the stage. You probably recognize, if you've done this before, that a little bit different format. And if I can, I'd like to ask for a round of applause for our coaches. I think they do a fantastic job. And want to thank our superintendent being here always of great support, Brett Provenzano. I know all of you know him. And then our athletic director, whom I'm going to turn the time over for the rest of the evening. It's about you, it's about the coaches, and for this reason we are happy to make this switch and recognize your success. So Fritz, thank you.
Thank you and welcome everybody. I'm extremely humbled to be here and be a part of the success of the Fairport Central School District. As I told somebody earlier, I think this being an empty auditorium is a sign of success because all of our kids are doing so many busy things, and we've got a varsity lacrosse game outside. We've got a girls varsity lacrosse game that starts at 7:30. JV girls lacrosse just ended. We had 18 athletic contests today alone. 12 were home, and miraculously only 2 were postponed, and none of the Fairport ones were. So it was a great day to be a Raider. We're here to celebrate our Winter Scholar Athlete Awards, and this is something that our State Athletic Association puts on, and it's something that I take a lot of pride in, and I hope you as well. This is something where a team award is given if 75% of the rosters have a GPA of 90% or above. And we also have some student athletes that achieve that award based on their own individual achievements as well. As part of this format, student athletes, once you hear and see your coach come up to the podium, then I'm going to have all the members of that team that are present. I'd like you to enter the stage over here. Walk across and just line up, and then we're going to introduce you one by one. And then once your team is finished, we'll have you exit the stage. And after the ceremony is over, then our coaches will be handing you your Scholar Athlete pins. Without further ado, our first athletic teams, we're going to bring forward Coach Larry Barker, Coach Christopher Barker, and Coach Katie Dykes, coaches of the boys varsity alpine ski team and varsity Nordic ski team. Let's give a big round of applause for our coaches. Both teams were recognized as a State Scholar Athlete Award winner, and I'm going to turn over to the microphone to our coaches, and any alpine skiers or Nordic skiers, please join us up here on the stage.
Thank you. Board of Education, President of Education. Yep. Hi. Okay, for the boys alpine team tonight, we have Ben Hosford, and boys that aren't here tonight from the alpine team are Johnny Durant, Charlton Loopsdorf, Jack Metz, Kyle Norcross, and Joe Sargent, and weren't able to be here tonight.
For the girls alpine ski team who are here tonight, we have Gianna DiMaggio, Claire Provenzano, Megan McGrody, and for the one that isn't here, it's Sophie Bradford.
So I'm actually from the Nordic team. None of my kids, I don't believe, were able to make it tonight. They all had prior engagements or on the track team. But just to kind of list them off here. So for boys, I had Casey Ditzel, Nick Evans, Andrew Kidd, Andrew LaPointe, Connor Nielsen, and Braden Paoni. And for the girls team, we had Grace Adams, Julia Allen, Kyla Engelson, Alicia Louie, Clara Manley, Allison Paoni, Carolyn Pink, and Laura Pink. And thank you to the Board of Ed as well.
Coaches Larry Barker, Christopher Barker, and Coach Katie Dykes, the Board of Education thanks you. I know our Superintendent of Schools thanks you, and I certainly thank you for all the work and dedication, as well as your student athletes. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Next, we have our boys varsity basketball. Before I call up Coach Fitch, I would like to call up the 4 athletes that received the individual Scholar Athlete Awards. Gentlemen, if you could come up, if you are in attendance, and I will bring Coach Fitch up to the podium.
We're highlighting 4 boys that took care of business on the court and in the classroom. Not only did they take care of their own business, but they helped tutor the other guys as well. So very high level. We're missing 2 guys that are at a golf tournament right now, Max Malasani and Trevor Mulhern. And then the 2 that we have here are Jack Lindstrom and David Munachika. Thank you.
Gentlemen, thank you for attending, and Coach Fitch, thank you for all the work that you do. On behalf of the Board of Education and our superintendent of schools, I can't thank you enough for your time and your dedication and the energy that you put in for our boys basketball program. Thank you. Next, girls varsity basketball. If there are any girls varsity basketball players, please come up to the stage. And at this time, I would also like to bring up to the podium Coach Patrick Muldowney. Coach.
First off, I'd like to thank the Board of Education, Superintendent Provenzano, and our Athletic Director, Fritz Killian, for having us here. It's a really nice night. We had 12 players who qualified for the Student Athlete Award. So it's an honor to coach this team. Once I saw how they were doing in the classroom, I knew that wasn't going to be something that we had to talk about consistently. And coaches, after many games, coaches would come up to me and say how hardworking and how smart my players were. So the players that are standing here tonight are Mackenzie Mulhern, Grace Bernard, Kat Zimmerman, Sophie Amadori, Bryn Holmes, Abigail Smith, and Riley DeRue. The players who couldn't be here but were also honored are Carly Richardson, Ella Mabon, Kate Miller, Molly Khalil, and Julia Treviso. Thank you so much, and nice job, girls.
Ladies, thank you for your hard work in the classroom and on the basketball court. And Coach, on behalf of the Board of Education and Superintendent of Schools, Brett Provenzano, I can't thank you enough for the hard work you did this season and the success on the court and off the court. Next, I would like to bring up our bowling coaches, Coaches Rob Wrights and Jamie Mascali. And as I come to the podium, let's have all of our boys bowlers and all of our girls bowlers. I'd like all of you to come up on stage at this time. Thank you.
Well, we had quite a season this year. It's a pretty incredible ride that we've had. Coach Rob Wrights and I. Our boys varsity team took the title for the division. We also won sectionals, and we went on to win states. Thank you for all the support. We could have done it without you guys. Up here on the stage here, we have Brendan Wrights, Michael Eichner, Gabriel Rose, Kyler Ferguson, shorts, Harrison Hilbert, and Bentley Hilbert. Not here is Stefano Cittadino, Colin Hodge, Alexander Lindenbrink, Kelvin McShera, Bronson Nobes, Christian Schneider. And for the girls, Aaron Cook, Raina Roos, and Claire Westrich.
Gentlemen, thank you for all your hard work this year. Congratulations on the titles. A state title is very, very special. It doesn't happen to every team. Just by show of hands, anybody in this room, I know Coach McGurk has won a state title, but raise your hand if you've been part of a state championship team. You have? It doesn't happen a lot. It's quite an accomplishment. Congratulations. In addition to the numerous all-league awards, I am going to add, because our coaches didn't mention this, they were All Greater Rochester Coaches of the Year for the work they did with our Fairport boys bowling team. Congratulations, gentlemen. Alex Lindenbrink was a All Greater Rochester bowler, and Stefano Cittadino was the All Greater Rochester Bowler of the Year. Congratulations to them, in addition to their teammates. Next, I'd like to call up Coach McGurk, our varsity cheerleading coach, and any cheerleaders in attendance, please come on up and join us on the stage.
Well, thank you for having us. We're always honored to be here for tonight, to be honored for the Scholar Athlete Award. A good number of my team is not here due to other sports and commitments, but I'm just going to read our roster, and when they hear their name, they're going to give a wave. So Delaney Broomfield, Sophia Cristello, Emma Daniels, Delaney Holbrook, Riley Hopkins, Megan Johnston, Lindsay McDonald, Sam Mantell, Mackenzie McDonald, Abby McNally, Marisa Moak, Megan Newcomb, Leah Norton, Riley Owens, Megan Parizo, Johnny Sadler, Lindsay Sharman, Sophie Socker, Ashley Spiegel, Nicole St. John, Amanda Simnowski, and Morgan Wells. Thank you.
Ladies, congratulations on a fantastic year, both in competition and in the classroom. And Coach McGurk, thank you for all your time and dedication. These girls were Section 5 champions, qualified for the New York State Championship, and also went to a national invitational down south and did extremely well. And we're extremely proud. On behalf of the Board of Education, Superintendent of Schools, Brett Provenzano, thank you for all your hard work and representing Fairport with pride. Next, boys varsity ice hockey. As Coach Moretter comes up to the podium, all ice hockey players in attendance, please come up and join us up here on stage. Thank you.
I'd first like to take this opportunity to thank the Board of Education and the administration for recognizing these student athletes. Without your continued support, these teams being honored tonight would not have the great opportunities they're able to experience each and every year. The following students are here tonight to be recognized. From left to right, Tyler McMillan, Hunter McDonald, Matt Krug, Sam Hoyen, Zach Steidel, Eddie Cardona, Connor Diem, and Ryan Kleiss. The following student athletes who are all participating in other sports tonight have also been awarded this honor. Robert Crowley, Corey Foster, Colin Harrington, Braden Haran, Nick Jay-Z, Caleb Kaiser, Travis Nicely, Nick Krug, Nick Lamondola, Nick Lapari, Lotta Nix, Jake Mueller, Easton Gallagher, Carter Tuccelli, and Mitchell Zanin. Congratulations, boys.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for a wonderful season on the ice and all the work that you did in the classroom. This team was divisional champs. They also made it to the Section 5 Class A title game. And although they did not walk away champions, they're champions, I think, in everyone's heart and whatever remembers out of a successful ice hockey season. Coach Mreiter, thank you so much for your time and dedication and the work that you do with our ice hockey program. Next, we have boys varsity indoor track, and I'm willing to bet that they're still out there participating. Is there any indoor track athletes in the audience? Okay. Well, I do want to thank Coach Sean Van Laken for all the hard work that he did. The entire team did win the Scholar Athlete Award, and I do want to highlight Ryan Harmon for qualifying for the state championships. He had a fantastic season, and I'm going to read off the names of the members of the team that did acquire this, because I do believe it's important, and they are not here. Matt Abel, John Ackles, Aiden Amadori, Nicholas Velasquez, Samuel Buckley, Benjamin Kaplan, Joseph Conaway, Rhett Dagger, John Farrell, Alex Farrer, Cameron Friedman, Ray Fajita, Jarmel Glass, Ryan Harmon, Sean Henretta, Aaron Jenks, Jack Kelly, Stephen Condis, Mason Kazodi, Timothy Lecagna, Jason Lee, Harrison Lutzer, William McFarland, Nicholas Markle, Eric Morrow, Damar Osborne, Jacob Polachek, Tyler Ringelbin, Kalen Reuter, Jacob Zalzman, Matthias Schmidt, Trevor Schneggenberger, Trevor Schern, Derek Watson, Nate Wygant, Sean Williams, and Mason Yusko. Some of them either are at baseball practice or competing against Webster Schrader out there on the track. Let's give them a big round of applause. Next, we have girls varsity indoor track. Any indoor track athletes in the audience tonight? All right. Sean Van Laken also coached that team, and members of the girls indoor track that achieved Scholar Athlete status: Savannah Allen, Camille Bates, Abigail Belmont, Nicole Cronin, Elizabeth Fish, Paige Harmon, Lillian Hicks, Josie Keenan, Rachel Kuhlman, Zoe Marcus, Kayla Maxwell, Julia Miller, Samaya Mohammed, Makendra Nobes, Juliana Navias, Dina Ramos, Shavana Reed, Cameron Rowe, Jessica Suter, Melissa Torres, and Carolyn Worth. And also congratulations to Rachel Kuhlman and Zoe Marcus, who qualified for the New York State Championships in indoor track. Let's give them a big round of applause. Next, we have boys varsity swimming and diving. Any swimmers, divers here, please make your way to the stage, gentlemen, and I will call up Coach Mike Kennedy.
I would also like to thank Mr. Superintendent, Mr. Provenzano, the athletic department, and all their efforts, as well as the board for all the support you give the student athletes here in this building. With us tonight, if when I call out the roster, you just take a step forward and wave, please. Sean Fay, Will Hughes, Justin Levanowitz, Tyler Miller, Connor O'Shea, who was a two-time sectional champion, as well as All Greater Rochester, Alex Palmer, Tyler Prosser, also an All Greater Rochester, as well as a Section 5 champion, David Richardson, Marcelo Rokas, also a Section 5 champion, Cody Ryan, also a Section 5 champion, Rodrigo Tajan, Connor Vangelo, Miles Vasta, Colin Vizimlik, Douglas Webb, Mark Weidman, and Lucas Weniger. Thank you.
Gentlemen, thank you for a fantastic season representing our school with class and pride. Thank you for your tremendous work in the classroom. Coach Kennedy, on behalf of the Board of Education, our Superintendent of Schools, Brett Provenzano, thank you for all of your hard work and dedication to swimming and diving. Varsity wrestling, are there any wrestlers in the audience? Okay, I know Coach Lenhard just finished his first year. He was not able to attend due to a commitment, and I will read off the names of the student athletes that did achieve New York State Scholar Athlete status: Erica Rao, John Budarazzi, Joseph Budarazzi, Connor Thompson, Brady Unger, and Patrick Unger. On behalf of all of our student athletes and coaches, I do want to sincerely thank the Board of Education. They are volunteers. They represent our district at statewide meetings, county meetings. They represent our community, and they're the ones that are approving us as coaches, our athletic teams, and they have a tremendous responsibility, and it is volunteer. They do it for their passion, for their community, and for their school district. I also want to thank Superintendent Brett Provenzano. He's extremely supportive, and he was a coach once himself, and he really understands what it means to be a truly committed student athlete. Parents, families, I want to thank you for your dedication. It's not easy today being a parent, and it only adds to the adventure and the laughter and sometimes the sorrow when you have a student athlete, all the competing, all the dinners that you're trying to keep warm, or all the fast food takeout just to make ends meet. I can't thank you enough, because I do realize there's a lot of travel involved, a lot of Booster Club fundraisers, and a lot of time away from home. And last but not least, our coaches. They put a lot of time, a lot of dedication, a lot of commitment. There's time away from family, and I can't thank enough for all of your professionalism. And the student athletes. There's something about Fairport. This school demands excellence, and I'm very humbled to be here. And every single year, well before I got here, and it's going to continue well after I'm gone, there always seems to be that Red Raider pride, and you always represent our community well, and I can't thank you enough. I'm looking forward to a great continued spring season. I can't wait till next year. Thank you, everybody. Please stay for pictures. I'll be more than happy to take some family pictures or do it via cell phone. Thank you so much for coming. Enjoy the evening. Bye-bye.